All right, so let's talk about this. You're the one people go to when something breaks. You're the one who jumps in when someone's falling behind. You're the one they call when they want it done fast and done right. At first, that feels like power, like competence, like you're the MVP. But over time, you become the fixer, the cleaner, the one who's always holding it together, even when it's not your job to do so. And if you're not careful, your career starts serving everyone else's goals instead of your own. In this video, we're going to talk about how overfunctioning creeps into your role quietly and becomes your entire identity. Why this habit is especially common in high performing women, and how to reset your boundaries and reclaim your time, your energy, and your career. I'm Christina Holloway, and I'm a PCC certified executive coach. And on this channel, I discuss the most powerful ways you can build your career through confident communication, leadership development, and navigating a tough work culture. All right, so let's get started. This movie is almost 20 years old, but there's a line in the movie Michael Clayton that has stuck with me for years. Michael Clayton is a fixer for a law firm. He cleans up everyone else's messes quietly, efficiently, without credit. That's his job, and he knows it. At one point, someone underestimates him, and he says, I'm paraphrasing, I'm not the guy you kill, I'm the guy you buy. Are you so effing blind that you don't even see what I am? He goes on to say throughout the movie that he's invisible. He makes problems go away. He's a ghost. When I heard that, I thought, oh, that was very similar to my job as a consultant. My boss sometimes said to me, if I pay you to handle this, can you just make it go away? And honestly, that's what happens to a lot of smart, capable professionals, especially in corporate environments. They become the one who makes it all go away, the one who smooths the conflict, handles the budget errors, steps in when someone forgot their part, trains the new person without title, picks up the slack over and over because you're just better at it. And here's another quote from that movie. Karen, played it beautifully by Tilda Swinton, by the way, asks about Michael Clayton, and I think her assistant says, I'm paraphrasing again, he was an ADA for the Queens District Attorney's Office and then moved into the law firm as a special counsel specializing in wills and trusts. And Karen says he moved from criminal prosecution to wills and trusts. He's been there 17 years and he's not a partner. Who is this guy? Exactly. That's exactly it. The way she summarized this guy's career is exactly what can happen to you. This is what we're going to talk about, because here's the dangerous part. You start to build your career around other people's dysfunction. So why does overfunctioning show up? Part of it is emotional intelligence gone unchecked. You're tuned in and you care. You know how to read the room and you jump in fast. And if you think this only happens to women, well, you're partially right. It may happen more often with women, but it shows up in men as well, just a little differently. Many women tend to lean into being helpful, keeping the peace, proving their value through output and emotional labor, mainly because they're getting recognized for this behavior and it can reinforce to them what success looks like. So when something drops, you pick it up, even if you were never supposed to be holding it in the first place. For men, it shows up as execution, always moving forward. I had a client who was so deeply programmed into first gear that when he went home to his family, he had to ask, do you want me to fix something or just listen? He had a hard time turning that off. And there's the pressure to be indispensable, to prove your worth through hustle, support, presence, perfection. And I caution my clients, don't get stuck in execution or heavy lifting. A well-rounded leader needs to be able to move from execution into strategy. And if you've ever been part of a dysfunctional team or worked under a narcissist boss, you know how fast this gets out of hand. So here's what makes this phenomenon interesting. Sometimes it's not just your habit. It's actually a pattern other people are relying on. They know you'll catch it. They know you'll fix it. So they start to coast or forget or get confused. And let me be clear, this isn't always malicious, but sometimes it is. There's a term floating around, weaponized incompetence. It's when someone pretends they just don't know how to do something. So you'll do it for them again and again. At home, this looks like, I guess I didn't know how to load the dishwasher right. And at work, it sounds like, I didn't know we needed that update. Oh, I didn't realize that was due today. I'm just not good with spreadsheets. Can you just double check it before I send it out? I've never done that before. Can you show me one more time? And then you think to yourself, how is it that someone 2 pay grades below me has now made me responsible for their tasks? Or even worse, why can't my peer do their own damn job? And you're not imagining it, and it is not your job to carry it. When you overfunction for too long, here's what happens: your actual priorities fall through the cracks. Your work gets diluted. You're busy but not strategic. Your leadership potential gets buried under support tasks. You become resentful, burned out, and quietly undervalued. And worst of all, you start to believe this is just how it is. I mean, I've had so many clients say, I just need to get through this season. It's a bad team, but I'll clean it up and then I can focus on my own goals. But, by the time they come up for air, it's next year and they're still stuck. Let's talk about how to stop overfunctioning without tanking your reputation. Step one, notice it. Start tracking every time you're taking on work that wasn't assigned to you or that you've already trained someone on. Ask yourself, why am I stepping in here? What would happen if I didn't? Step two, name it internally. You don't have to call it out publicly right away, but start narrating it to yourself. It's about mindset. This isn't mine to fix. I'm solving a problem I didn't create. They're asking me for my help, not my rescue mission. Step three, reset expectations. Start saying things like, I'd like you to take the lead on this. What's your plan to move it forward? Let me know once it's ready for review. Or that's not something I can take on right now. These aren't power moves, they're boundary moves. Step four, reclaim your strategic time. You don't get promoted for doing more. You get promoted for doing the right things with impact. Start building your week around thinking time, strategic conversations, building relationships, reclaiming your vision. You're protecting your time. You're stepping back to make room for your priorities, your strategy, your future. You're preserving your energy when you say, this isn't my job to fix. What does that look like? It looks like leadership. It looks like trust in yourself and in others to rise. And it looks like the first step toward a career that actually works for you. Because if you're the only one doing the fixing, then it's time to take a step back and decide whether you're still building a career that works for you or a career that's been hijacked by other people's dysfunction. All right, so that's it for my video on how to stop overfunctioning at work. Let me know in the comments below, have you ever been the fixer? How did you handle it? I'd love to hear about it. And a quick reminder, if this resonates with you, I'm hosting a free workshop this month called Rebuild, Rebrand, Reclaim, Reset Your Career Before the New Year. We'll go deeper into how to pull your career out of survival mode and back into strategic momentum. The link is in the description below. Come and join us. And if you enjoyed watching this video and you found it helpful, please make sure you give it a big thumbs up by hitting that like button and make sure you're subscribed to my channel so you never miss another video from me. Thank you for watching and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.